Here in the Peace Palace, Mahatma Gandhi has a very prominent place. His statue is just in front of the Great Hall of Justice, where the highest judges in the world try and promote peace through law. And his teachings are crucial in this respect. Because as a young lawyer already in South Africa, he taught that it was important to bring parties together through law, that the truth should prevail, rather leave a case and not tell a false story, take only those cases where the truth and justice can prevail.
The legacy of non-violence of Mahatma Gandhi that is at the heart of the mission of the Peace Palace and the United Nations to promote peace.
He also said that the highest court is not the court of justice, but the court of conscience. And perhaps it's for that reason the appeal to conscience to solve matters without violence in the courtroom, that the judges pass by his statue every day before they enter into hearings.
In the spirit of the great Mahatma Gandhi, we celebrate the 150th anniversary also here in The Hague, the international city for peace and justice, where we spread his message of non-violence.
I visited an exhibition on Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King and Nelson Mandela, which was held at the Nieuwe Kerk in Amsterdam. The name of this exhibition was We Have a Dream. I wanted to experience the beliefs and ideals of these men and the effort they put in, each in their own way, to make the world a better place to live in for all. I was particularly interested in the Gandhi section of this exhibition, and this had to do with the fact that I've been visiting India. I visited Aga Khan Palace, where Mahatma Gandhi was held imprisoned for some time during World War II. Nowadays it holds a museum on the life of Mr. Gandhi. Here I got inspired by one of many statements of his, which to me holds eternal validity. It is, be the change you want to see in the world. Well, in my very own way, I try to live up to this statement.
The majesty and greatness of Mahatma Gandhi would be very difficult to capture in a few words. But let me touch upon two aspects of his teachings that really spoke to my heart. One, of course, is his life teachings of non-violence. How can we avoid cruelty, discrimination, hatred, violence? Another of his thoughts that has really inspired me is that after his research on different religions, he believes that all the religions are fundamentally equal, and that if we could focus and be inspired rather by the essence, the core of the religion and the values that it advocates, rather than the dogma, then perhaps we could avoid many conflicts.
Mahatma Gandhi left the motherland and went to South Africa also as a migrant. So his leaving the motherland, his entering a new fatherland, is more or less the same experience I had. But what truly connects me with Bapuji is the fact that Bapuji is responsible for abolishing Indian indentured labor. It was my grandfather who indeed left Bihar with 34,000 others from Bihar and Uttar Pradesh to work as indentured laborers on the sugarcane plantations and the coffee fields in Suriname in South America, because Suriname was a colony of the Dutch. So India, actually then British India, accommodated the colonialists. And when Bapuji returned to India, he thought that this is wrong. We don't want our Indian, our brothers and sisters, go to work as slaves for these colonialists. And he was very much instrumental in abolishing indentured labor. And that is indeed which absolutely affects me. So if I look back and if I look at my history, then that history got a major turn because of the fact that Bapuji acted. And he acted so much so that I feel that connection, because if he wasn't there, then I don't know what would have happened to the Indian diaspora community in Suriname and later on here in the Netherlands. So this connection is a very important connection, and I'm very inspired by Bapuji's ideas on peace and justice, but also on ahimsa paramo dharma, and that is exactly what I would like to embrace here in the Netherlands to keep his inspiration alive.
For many decades, Gandhi has a special place in my life and my work as educator, as meditating, as artist and a craft teacher. And his non-violence is a gift to the world.
In general, the Gandhi way, reflections are coming from my soul, from my heart, because me as a Rom, I have learned a lot how to make possible people's mind, people's heart to react in a way that can be a peaceful coexistence. Something that we Roma for millennium we do, but unfortunately we are invisible. And I might say still that we have to learn much more, especially in this time when the celebration is coming about the Gandhi and Gandhi's way.
And when I started spinning first on Vidyapith and later on in Sabarmati Ashram, gradually it became clear that there is much more behind the spinning, and especially the chakra spinning, as I could have ever imagined. Now when we spin on a Western spinning wheel, it is between hand and feet that the movements are there. But on the chakra, it's fully different. It is really working inwardly on body, soul and spirit much more as a Western spinning wheel.
A few years ago I had the pleasure and big honor to be in my work as artistic director of the Indian Dance Festival. That takes place each year here in the Netherlands. I had the honor of being the artistic director of an opera on the concept of Mahatma Gandhi's Satyagraha. He has in that way a big influence in the arts, but also in how to react on the violence of our times. In fact, the strong aspect of the concept of non-violence is not bringing the ones who suffer from violence in a victim position. No, it brings back the legitimation of using violence with the one who are committing violence, and that is a very, very strong. We should be very grateful for his teaching, his humanity, and as an influence that can guide us in our day-to-day life of these times.
Here at the Peace Palace, the one and only Peace Palace in the world, the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi is commemorated every year. You see the UN flag waving because the Day of Non-Violence is initiated by a UN resolution that perhaps even had the highest support that a resolution ever had.
Indomitable search for truth is the biggest strength. then the Gita, but then the spinning. Day in, day out, connecting between the center and the universe, and between me and the community, is something which has an effect inside which we can hardly understand. Before Gandhi would start spinning, he would imagine all the people in the villages. And only then, when they were with him, you could say, then he would start spinning.
What I have been very much proud of is when I heard the story first time as, say, young student, that he didn't want to move to the second class. He had the ticket for the first class, and that was, this point actually empowered me as Orhan, as Rom, as a citizen of the country where I am, to fight for the right way, for the right things.
Somewhere Gandhiji says, when you want to understand non-violence, you have to understand the spinning. And those words we almost can't understand. But when you really start spinning as a craft, but also as meditation, that comes deeper and deeper, and there comes an element in it which is beyond every craft. Gandhi called it the sun craft, and I think that is the best term for it, because it really connects oneself inwardly with that spark of the sun and outwardly with the other people.
Many Roma, when they understand what is the Gandhi way, today we use that very much. So we keep the way of the Gandhi, non-violence, empowerment. And this type of social innovations in kind of revolutions that we want to do anywhere in Europe or wherever we are in the world, because it is very heavy actually to be stigmatized 1 millennium that we are bad, that we are not good citizens, that we are not good people. So our origin and relation to Gandhi makes us so powerful, makes us proud, and to have such consciousness that this world can live into peace.